Dear students, today the topic of our lesson is kinds of sentences according to purpose and structure. What is a sentence? According to Oxford University, a sentence is a set of words that is complete in itself. It typically contains a subject and predicate, conveying a statement, question, exclamation, or command, and consisting of a main clause and sometimes one or more subordinate clauses. As you all know that a sentence is the largest unit of any language. In English, it begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop or a question mark or an exclamation mark. The sentence is generally defined as a word or a group of words that expresses a thorough idea, like giving a statement, order, or asking a question, or exclaiming. For example, he is a good boy. It's a statement. Is he a good boy? It's a question. What a nice weather! Exclamation. Ideally, a sentence requires at least one subject and one verb. Sometimes the subject of a sentence can be hidden, but the verb must be visible and present in the sentence. And it happens in the imperative sentences. Verb is called the heart of a sentence. For example, do it. In the sentence, a subject you is hidden, but verb do is visible. A sentence is a group of words usually containing a verb that expresses a thought in the form of a statement, question, instruction, or an exclamation, and starts with a capital letter when written. In other words, a complete English sentence must have three characteristics. Number 1. First, in written form, a sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a period, full stop, a note of interrogation, question mark, or a note of exclamation, an exclamatory mark. Second, it must express a complete thought, not fragmented. Number 3, it must contain at least one subject, hidden or visible, and one verb comprising an independent clause. Now let's look at the kinds of sentences. Number 1 is assertive sentence. Number 2, interrogative sentence. Number 3, imperative sentences. Number 4, exclamatory sentences. Number 5, optative sentences. Remember that assertive sentences are also called declarative sentences. Declarative sentence, you can see here in the picture the basic 4 types of sentences that are spoken by different people. Assertive sentences or the declarative sentences can be divided into 2, affirmative and negative. For example, if I say, he does his work, it's an affirmative or positive sentence. He does not do his work. He does not do his work. It's a negative sentence. A declarative sentence or assertive sentence states a fact and ends with a period, full stop. For example, there's a huge swimming pool at my school. My father gave me a set of notice comics. Alia and Maria love to watch the Discovery Channel. He is not my friend. I don't like bananas. Okay, here In the slide, you can see the first three sentences can be termed as affirmative sentences or positive sentences, and the later two, number 4 and 5, can be termed as negative sentences because there is negation in them. Interrogative sentences. An interrogative sentence asks a question and ends with a question mark. For example, how far is the airport from the railway station? What are the ingredients of this dish? Why are you playing with them? Is this your book? You can see all the questions, sentences, they are asking about something and they are ending with a question mark. Imperative sentences. An imperative sentence is a command or a polite request. It ends with an exclamation mark or a period. It usually starts with a verb. Remember, it usually starts with a verb. For example, throw the garbage in the dustbin. Open the door immediately. Keep quiet. You can see the first three sentences. They are beginning with a verb and they are showing command. Now let's look at the next two sentences. Please try to solve this matter. Number 5. Please close the window. As you can see, the person is making a request over here. That is why we have used the word please. And soon after please, there is a verb try. There is no subject over here. The subject is hidden. And remember that in imperative sentences, the subject is hidden and begins with a verb. Please shows request, and the first three sentences, they show command. Exclamatory sentences. An exclamatory sentence expresses excitement or emotions of happiness or sorrow or surprise. It ends with an exclamation mark, and sometimes it also uses an interjection. For example, how cold it is today. Oh, we lose it. What a pleasant day. I got concert tickets. Fantastic. Let's go. As you can see, these sentences are expressing emotions, and you can also notice an interjection in example number 2. Oh, there are a number of interjections that we can use in exclamatory sentences. Oh, wow, oh no, oh my god, ouch. Optative sentence. The sentence which expresses a prayer, clean wish, curse, etc. is called an optative sentence. This kind of sentence generally starts with may and wish. Sometimes may remains hidden. For example, may the Almighty help us in this tragedy. Wish you a very successful married life. Wish you a happy journey. May you succeed in every sphere of life. Of course, in these sentences, we are wishing a good luck. We are praying for somebody. So, such types of sentences are called optative sentences. Now, let's look at the exercise. In these sentences given below, you have to identify the kinds of sentences. This is your homework that you have to do in your registers. Jazakallah.